Hey there everyone, it's Kristen, and I wanted to do a quick flip through of this new deck of mine, the Afro Tarot by Jessie Jumanji. I recently got this, although this deck came out a while ago, but I recently got it on a flash sale that I saw at the end of December. So I noticed that I didn't see a lot of videos on this deck, and somebody was asking me on social media to show more cards, so I just thought I would do an entire quick flip through. So first of all, the deck comes in this box. Now this is not an unboxing. I've already unboxed it. I've already been playing with it, loving on it. So I just put everything back in order. It has a little mini guide, and it is a really mini guide, y'all. So it's just keywords. Okay, so to me this reads like a Rider-Waite-Smith, but you do need, I would say, to know Rider-Waite-Smith, meaning if you already have a background in that deck and or clones of a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, then I think you should do fine with this. This deck is done in digital collage, and I think for me, I can read some collage decks and not others. The reason why I like this one is because the collage, even though it's done in a digital collage, you can still make out a scene. Like this is the Fool, so you can still see a person and, you know, the little backpack and the road and all that kind of stuff. Collage decks that I can't read are ones that are just like a mixture of different images on a page that don't connect together to make a scene. So I don't know if you have that same issue, but you know, sometimes when people hear collage decks, they get concerned about them. So for me, this is an easier style of collage deck to read. And like I said, I've already gone through this and done all my oohs and ahs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to show you these images so that you can get a sense of this deck. Get a little bit closer. I would say this is probably one of my favorites, The World. So now that we're all through the major Arcana cards. Now we're going to start with the Wands cards. So I hope you can see that, you know, as I said, I think should be easy enough for you to make connections between the Rider-Waite-Smith style of tarot and this one. But this probably would not be a good first deck for you if you're just not familiar with tarot or Rider-Waite-Smith. I feel like there should be some learning there first. But yeah, once you have a familiarity with that style, I think that this deck would be easy enough to read. This is probably my favorite card, this Queen of Wands. I just like the bright colors in that. And that's one of the things I like about this deck is the kind of the contrast of colors. Now we're into the to the cups. One of the things that I have been asked on several occasions about this deck is, what is the card stock like? For me, I really like it. I'm familiar with, you know, a lot of different card stocks. I personally do not like a very thick card stock like a 400 GSM card stock. I don't like it because I can't shuffle card stock that's that thick. This feels like card stock from MakePlayingCards.com or PrinterStudio.com to me. So to me, it shuffles very well. You will notice that there is some nudity with some of the cards, some of the card images. So, you know, it's just important to be aware of that. I think, you know, if you have any issues with nudity. And now we finish with cups, and we're going on to the swords cards. This one I think is really neat. I mean, there's no people in it. It's just a really interesting card. I really like that, Three of Swords. So now we're finishing the swords. We're going into the last suit, which is the suit of Pentacles. This is another really beautiful card. Probably another one of my, it's usually one of my favorites just in any deck. So I really like it in this deck too. And that is the last card. I forgot to mention too, you'll notice that this has the gold gilt on it. I'm pretty impartial to that, one way or the other. It doesn't really matter to me, but it does look really pretty on this deck. So if you like that feature, this deck does have that. And I will put a link to Jessie Giovanni's site so that you can check out the Afro Tarot. And I believe she has another deck, an Oracle deck, that's coming out now too. So you can check those both out on her website.